Good evening. This side, Rahul Magan here is a Group Chief Executive Officer, Treasury Consulting, and also a venture capitalist. As we speak, Treasury Consulting is a multinational group. We are based out Singapore. We are a hedge fund who having interest in US equities, European equities, Asian equities, currencies and commodities. But having said that, we are a prop fund. By prop, I mean no third party. Whether you are a venture capitalist, you are a private equity, or whatever you are, you cannot invest fund in our hedge fund. We are a prop fund and would continue to be a prop fund. Having said that, our fund would continue to invest in more asset classes in the near term, let it be honest, and we would continue to update you in that regards. Being a hedge fund, we focus on two things. Number one is definitely the research, and number two is the markets. Well, we never share our strategies in public domain, even though people keep writing to me on WhatsApp, Twitter, LinkedIn, and social platforms. But we never share our strategies in public because we are very clear from the first day that we are a prop fund. And being a prop fund, we never share our information. But we also keep a watch on what is happening in the industry. You know that I worked as a corporate treasurer for American companies for 10 years. And in this, you name the bank I not dealt with, whether this is Goldman Sachs, JP Morgan, Citi, UBS, Deutsche, Barclays, Royal Bank of Scotland, and whatnot. I dealt with almost all foreign banks of the globe. Even today, I am dealing with all foreign banks of the globe because now I have my own fund and many of the foreign banks are chasing me on the social media, especially LinkedIn and other platforms. So I keep an eye on the what is happening in the industry. Now today I got yet another scary information, and I'm sure that the international media will not cover that information, and that information is the Melvin Capital to shut down after 1 year after GameStop's short squeeze caused billions in losses for the hedge fund. We know what the hell is GameStop. GameStop is nothing but a meme stock. To whom you in India you call this as a penny stock, in US we call this as a meme stock. You please go to Google and check the the balance sheet of the GameStop. You will get to know yourself how profitable are they. In the last several months, what happened due to hype in the US market, the GameStop went like this, up, 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 and then it suddenly came down. People who already created the shorts, they are mess because the stock is going up. Melvin Capital lost billions of dollars last year after it was caught on the wrong side of the GameStop short squeeze. I now recognize that I need to step away from managing external capital. Globe Plotkin Melvin Capital is shutting down and returning money to its investor after poor show or performance. The hedge fund, which manages 7.8 billion in April, as of April, which is this month, said that it expects to return all its capital to the investors by late July. Melvin had managed 12.5 billion at the start of last year, which means at the start of last year, which means the January 2021, the same Melvin Capital was having 12.5 billion, and as we speak, it is near about 7.8 billion. The hedge fund lost billions of dollars last year after it was caught on the wrong side of the GameStop short squeeze, which saw shares soar near about 2,500% to the peak of 483 amid a freezy by retail investors. That combined with a few other bets led to emergency funding and so on and so forth. After reading these kind of news, one thing which is very clear, that when I used to study and when I started my career as a corporate treasurer, I was having an impression that hedge funds are the most efficient people in the world. I used to believe that because when I started my career, I used to believe hedge funds having Bloomberg, they having a lot of research reports, they have huge analytical staff in place, they do or attend I would say seminars, conferences, and all these things in the US. They interact with Securities and Exchange Commission. They give interview in the public domain. But in the last 2 to 3 years, specifically talking, around 200 plus, you heard me very right, 200 plus hedge funds collapsed worldwide. Because I continued continuously doing research in the public. I knew the information, what is happening, what is not happening. So 200 plus hedge funds collapsed in the last 2 to 3 years. And now it is Melvin Capital. Probably after 1 week, we have one more news in the public domain and we have another video. This lets you feel one thing, which is, if you are a hedge fund like us, don't be greedy that if I make a heavy bet, I will get this much profit. Please, don't be greedy. Be simplistically true that I am okay with 10, 15, 20% of profit. I'm okay with that. So I'm not going to be making a huge bets. And if you're following this philosophy, let it be very clear, then one thing I'm sure, you never lose. But yes, if you are making a big bets, huge bets like they made, and the stock went on the other side of the balance sheet, you know you are in the public. This is Rahul Magan from